Please click subscribe in the top right corner. It won't interrupt this video, and it'll be your special best friend. Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to show you an updated version on how I do my foundation makeup. I've done my flawless foundation makeup before, but a lot of you have been noticing that I have been using different products and that you wanted an updated video on showing the new products that I do use. So the first thing I switched was to this Lancome foundation. I was using MAC foundation before, and that just left my skin just kind of drier. It just gives it a more matte finish, which I'm actually not a fan of, but it had good coverage. And then I found that this Lancome foundation has just as good coverage, but it gives you a like luminous finish. And it's called Lit From Within, and that really is what it looks like. It looks like that you almost have like beams of light from the inside of your skin and kind of making you glow almost. So, but most of all, what I do like is the finish. It goes on like glowy and dewy and fresh, and it's really like a second skin, not like you have a thick piece of foundation or like cakey makeup on. And that's what I love, and it feels really fresh, it feels really good on. It doesn't feel like you have something really heavy on, which I absolutely love. And that is in number 4 Bisque. Then I set everything with this Dolce & Gabbana pressed powder, and this is in color number 80. For my bronzer and all over kind of just to give some color back into my face, I use this Laura Mercier Smooth foundation powder, and I use it in shade number 14, and obviously you can see it's quite a bit darker than my skin, and that's why I like to use it on my, and that's because I like to use it as my bronzer. And then for blush, I use this Givenchy small compact blush, and that is in number 4. To blend everything, I like to use this blendy brush. It's so amazing. If you don't have one, you need to go out and get one. And that's about it. For concealer, I use this Revlon drugstore concealer in light pale, and it's 002. So that's what I used. For brushes, I used this powder brush by Sephora, and that's just to set everything in. I use my flat kabuki brush, which I love. I think it just buffs away your foundation beautifully, flawlessly, and really quickly. And this is by Elf, like that drugstore also brush. And this is the must-have large powder brush by Sephora, and that's what I love to use for applying bronzer. Alright, so let's get started and start with our foundation. Now for the concealer part, I'm going to use this. This is just a Revlon concealer, and it's in light 02. And this is almost too light, but for under eyes, I like this one. A little bit sides of the nose. A little bit under the eyebrows. And down the bridge of the nose. Then I take my blendy sponge and just blend that in. Now I set everything in place with my compact powder. This is foundation called The Foundation Creamy in number 80, and it's by Dolce & Gabbana. Once you're done with the foundation, obviously it looks really flat. You want to add dimension and life back to the face and give it some color. For a while I was using actual bronzer, and I felt every time I used a bronzer it always had some sort of shimmer in it, and that to me doesn't look as natural. So what I actually like to use is a compact powder by Laura Mercier in number 14, which is obviously quite a bit darker than my natural skin tone, which is what I want for bronzer. So I just take this big blending brush, and I like it to be this big just because when I blend it, and I don't like necessarily like a very contoured line of bronzer, I like it kind of just more smooth to give you kind of a more of a sun-kissed and like natural color to the skin. Now I add just a little bit of soft blush, and this is by Givenchy, and it is number 4. And it comes in at like 4 colors, so you blend it in and you always get kind of a slightly different but very blended like color. And I like to apply it like to the apples of the cheeks just to give you that kind of youthful glow. Then I like to take my contouring brush and using one of the darker colors here just to contour the nose. Then for my cheeks, I'm going to use this soft bubblegummy color. Alright, so there you have it, my flawless face routine, what concealer and what powders, setting powders I use, and this is what you get. So a lot of you had requested this look, and I just wanted to show you just my everyday kind of basic makeup that I use. So from here on you can add more bronzer, you can add, do your eye makeup. I have nothing on my eyes, not even mascara, so this is just the flawless face. Obviously, if you're someone that doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, or if you're younger and, in school, and all you want is to kind of even out your complexion and or even just look better in pictures, this is a great look to try. And like I said, if you want to just add some more, obviously you can just pile on, do your eyes and eyebrows and all of that. And this is just the foundation to most of those looks. So again, thank you for watching, and may you all have beautiful flawless skin. See you in the next video. Bye. And don't forget to watch my new video every Monday.